slow to get going again this morning. It's an hour earlier than it was yesterday, but it's still taking me way too long. It's yeah. Today we're just going to focus on this cafe that's in the middle of the Forget-Me-Not building that we did yesterday, and in between the Sainsbury's. So I couldn't really make out what this building was on yesterday's. So yeah. Been falling down those holes of trying to work out how I can market myself to no avail. I'm a bit lost, I guess. I'm a bit very, very lost. There's a lot of feeling like I should have the answers to questions by the time, especially having worked in education for so long. You feel like you should have the answers to questions that students have. And in this instance, I'm my own student-ish sort of thing. That's how I think about it anyways. But, you know. This is almost what I think. I need to stop delaying and either. See, the thing is, I don't know. I could, if I was using my advice, open these. And have opened some of them before, but they're just always tight. Anyway, that seems to have helped. I feel like I should have the answers, and I don't. You know, when you have a student come up to you and go, where do I go from here? It all depends, doesn't it? Oh, okay. That one is that way. Don't be confusing. Better. But yeah, I feel like, by the age I am, I should have some answers. I should be able to live comfortably and you know, I made the mistake of looking at the mortgage rates because we do have mortgage, and you know, a fixed rate, and that ends next year, and it doesn't look good now. It's more expensive now to remortgage than when I looked over the summer. To put it in comparison, when I looked over the summer, the mortgage rates had gone down from where they were when we took out our mortgage because we have, you know, more money invested in the property now than when we first started. It's so if the mortgage rates had stayed the same or lowered, we'd be paying less a month. Mortgage rates have gone up. We would have to remortgage for a longer period to keep the same repayments, whereas in the summer, this summer, the mortgage rates, if we remortgaged, but there would have been a fee to remortgage. There's still a fee to remortgage. We've got a year left. Fixed rate. If so, it would have gone down. It would have been, you know, it works out that the mortgage rates have gone up in such a way that it's an extra 200 quid a month if we remortgage today compared to what it was at the summer. I've got it because I knew it was the right decision to make and make it. Because I could not get all the information from my wife to remortgage. I needed paperwork from her, and I couldn't get the paperwork from her. And because we didn't remortgage, it means that you see it would cost us more in the short term, but in the long term, we're doing better off. And it's frustrating. And all because I just didn't sort it, and it's my fault. That next year, effectively, it's going to cost us because now, yeah, there's still talk of it going up further. It could go up as we remortgage now, so if we did it now, because things are. There were stories of people going to get their first mortgage, and the Bank of England rates changing in the middle. And, yeah. Like I say, I just probably leave it now. Because what got me is when you see a mortgage advisor, they don't, not at least ours didn't, they kind of ask leading questions of, are you doing this of your own decision? I'm not great at making decisions. I mean, what a weird thing to talk about while you're drawing, I guess. But it's on my mind. I would just recommend, if you don't want to hear me talk, just listen to some music. That's what I do. Listen to music while watching people draw. What's the name of this cafe? Home Ground. Stop it. They can see the name of the cafe. But yeah, when you see a mortgage advisor, they basically make sure you're making this decision based on your own judgment rather than being able to blame them for it. This is not financial advice. I don't know if that's the case with all mortgage advisors. That was just the case of the one we used in the end, which was provided by the bank rather than what we paid for. I recommend using one that has a fee. Probably, it'll probably get you a better rate. They'll also take a lot of the stress out of the paperwork, because if they can correlate it all and sort it all, a lot less stressful. I mean, when we were looking, I think it was about 150 quid, and we were quite skint, so I say quite skint, you know, we ended up getting the mortgage, but we did spend 6 months not spending anything. Then Christmas was hard to afford for the kids, so it's a few years ago now. I won't even remember. That's the thing when it comes to Christmas, I guess. I say they won't remember, but I still remember the one Christmas my entire family being my parents and my grandparents decided we would have made Christmas that year. So there were less gifts going around. You know, years later, it turns out that I think it was just broke. When I was a kid, all it really mattered that, you know, we got for Christmas really was like a computer game. didn't really care about anything else. Don't remember what you got. Wow, that light's so bright, I can't see that's blue. That's why I say when it looks more washed out, when you see the picture, than it does in real life. You know, that blue looks different if it's, you know, the water's not reflecting the light. And I don't even remember. The thing is, I don't remember what it was, what Christmas it was, when they said they were having a happy Christmas. I know after what point it was, but I don't know what point it was exactly. Because it's kind of like I know what house it happened at, and that kind of splits my life into my child's life into two. I guess. Yeah. I know it wasn't when we lived in Fleetwood. I know it was when we lived in Thornton. Like I say, I don't know. It doesn't really matter. And that's not to say that, you know, we were spoiled and we got a lot spent on us we never did. As you can see, compared to yesterday when I was doing the acrylic painting, I dipped my brush in the water a lot more. Because you have to get, you know. A funny feeling the year was the year my sister had asked for rock pots or something, which, you know, shoes, which would put us as teenagers. Which should be why I remember it. Guessing. I could ask my parents, but they'd only ask why I was asking. Oh yeah, I want to talk about, you know, affordable Christmas on my YouTube channel because we had one once and it was terrible. um, no, I don't think that'd go down well. My parents did the best they could. From what I understand, it's not even the Christmas we had the least money, because the ones we had the least money, I don't remember. Where my parents effectively had to use a food bank back in the food bank of the church we went to. Food bank back in the 80s. And that, I think I was like 2. So it was before we moved to Fleetwood, so I've got no chance of remembering it, I think. But my mother talks about that at Christmas sometimes. About how my father had lost his job. Wouldn't any money. All of them ones that we literally had no money. It was Christmas. So I don't remember it. It's not important. You don't remember the gifts you get. Gifts you give to your kids. And if things are tight, we just tighten our belt. I think I just unnecessarily worry a lot of the time that we'll be broke. It's funny because on the screen, like I say, it looks far more washed out. And it's missing a lot of that kind of, I don't know, I keep missing a lot of the richness that I want. Which is like I said yesterday, which is why I've been doing acrylic, because a white building in acrylic it's so much easier to kind of get that variety just by adding a little tone to it. I mean, I've added tone to added tone to this. Again and again and again. What you could do with maybe drawing some things in these windows. Learning to draw people that are sitting on these benches, standing around outside the shops. Moan, 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 moan. This is a journey, and it's as much about learning for me as it is learning for you. Like I said before, this is my daily practice. This is, you know, what I do. For commissions, I always make sure they work out. In a way, a sketch doesn't always work out. And it looks really dark in person now, like kind of this area and this area. The camera just doesn't pick it up the same way as the human eye, and that's just how it is. Anyway, I'm going to stop moaning. I'm going to start, and I'm going to get on with doing some writing, because I only got about 800 words done yesterday and 50 the day before. I want to get on with these manuscripts, take them somewhere. I also need to do some work on preparing for some work for this residency. We'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you next time. Bye.